Hi, my name is Vita and this is Hippie Hub. Today I got a lot of different random ideas. You know, all the projects been piling up and I want it out of the way before I take on to the other bigger projects. So I'm just gonna go with it, and I don't know if I can fit it all in this one video that I plan to do, but I'm gonna guide you through what I plan to do. And if some of it transfers onto the next video, then let it be. Also, when I have random things going, I'm like, how am I gonna name this video? Think SEO, think how to... You know what? Sometimes I just go with it, like most of the times. But hey, I'm gonna move around quite a bit. I'm gonna show you a few things that's going on this week. So come with me. Come, let's go. To start, I want to share my new baby here in my life, my new little helper, a new employee of Hippie Hub. I bought myself a serger, an overlock sewing machine, heavy duty. I was thinking to get another one like this, but heavy duty, because this one sometimes struggles to go through thick fabrics. But then I was thinking I'll end up with the same exact sewing machines, just one stronger than the other one. So I went with getting an overlock serger, and I tested it yesterday and it was so beautiful and smooth as butter. Here is what it does, and I'm so excited about this. Now I will be able to make my sewed clothings a little bit more pro looking inside. You know, I found a way to deal with this one in my own way, but there are some things that, you know, I'm limited with, so having this one will be a massive game changer. You know, before I got the sewing machine, I heard that it's really noisy, but it surprised me that it's so quiet. It's quieter than that one. So I'm really impressed. I guess new models just keep getting better and better. And I put the yarns, the threads yesterday in here, and I was actually really impressed with myself that I set it up in the first shot perfectly well. You know, if you follow the instructions, it's not that difficult to do, and it's not likely you're gonna get it wrong. So yeah, today I'm not going to sew with this because the projects that I'm gonna do probably doesn't require me to use this, unless there'll be one thing that I might use it for. We'll see. But anyway, just wanted to show off this sewing machine because September was a really good selling month for me in my shop rack, and I decided to make a little business investment and I bought this, and I'm really excited. So there will be more projects coming up. So this is my recent entertainment. Now, what else I wanted to show you? Okay, so let's talk about all the things that I'm going to do. And before I do that, I wanted to share this. Since it's a month of Halloween, and we made this with kids a couple of years ago. We're huge fans of Hocus Pocus, and it's like such a classic. We rewatched both movies, the first one and the second one, this weekend, and my daughter pulled this book out that we made a few years ago, and you know, this is real leather. I used just a regular binder, and I used the leather, recycled leather that I got from a ripped broken leather jacket that I thrifted. And this eyeball, randomly, my daughter decided to cut out eyeballs from her plushie. And so I saved the eyeballs thinking, you know, you never know, I might do some crafting and I'll use it. So luckily I had this eyeball, so we were able to use it for this book. And inside it looks like this. This is here. I decided to leave it really like wild and just chopped up because it's supposed to be like an old book. And we dyed the papers in tea, in a black tea. We burned it a little bit, we shrinkled it up to make it look more like cool and authentic. And with the kids, we wrote all sorts of random spells that we could come up with. So this is the Witch's Book of Spells. And we added little decorations. Halloween is the annual Witches' Ball. Fear, fear, go away. We are not scared anyway. Pretty leaf, don't let our loved ones leave. Hi, my name is Ginkgo biloba, and I am a leaf that grows on a tree. I am a natural medicine, and you can drink me as a tea. Yeah, so we wrote all sorts of random stuff and whatever the kids could come up, what kind of rhymes, and I am not good at rhyming, so this is just whatever we could come up with. Feather, feather, control the weather. We need happiness forever. So yeah, you get the idea. So we did all that with the kids. And also I had this map. I love maps. I love using maps as wall decorations. Lately I don't have any hanging because my walls have been busy with my crafts. But I had this beautiful map and I decided to put it in a book for my kids. And what we did was we marked 4 locations that are important for us in our lives, because here is Lithuania, this is where I'm from. Here is El Salvador, this is where my husband is from. So the dotted lines lead us to Hong Kong. This is where my husband and I met, and my daughter was born in Hong Kong, and then we all traveled to Canada, Ontario. This is where we are now. So yeah, I just thought it was like really sweet little simple magic for the kids. And you know, it's been a couple of years and my kids still go back to this book and they really treasure it. And just wanted to share because I never made a video about it. I wasn't even doing YouTube before I did this. When I did this, you know, the whole crafting and being creative is just part of my life. I wasn't trying to impress anyone with this book, but it was definitely a really fun project. And I just wanted to share in case you need some crafting ideas or some Halloween ideas. So there you go. Not that difficult to make. Pretty cheap actually, as long as you have a little scraps of like leather, or you can use something else too. But I think real leather really does the magic. But you can get leather from the thrift. Yeah, what is next? So let's put that on the side. Okay, so this jacket that I was crafting in my last video, or in few videos back, or the last video, whatever that was. Okay, so the only thing that I was saying that I need to do is something to clip and attach, because it just stays open, right? Uh-oh, something fell. Oh, never mind, the book fell. It's alive! The book is alive! Okay, so I'm gonna use these to like attach it here and then just use like a clip-on to get like punch. I mean, the jacket is already so random of scraps and everything, so this is gonna be perfect. I just found these scraps that I think are just gonna go perfectly. And here, the one little thing that I don't love about this, it's a little bit wide here. As a vest, it looked fine because it was just loose thing. But with the sleeves added, it feels like this is just dragging like too far away from my neck. It's just like barely hooking on my shoulders. So I'm just going to do this little, like a trick here to make the back just a little bit tighter here. And I'll leave this open because then I'll have space for my shoulders and arms to move. So these are very simple adjustments. Seriously, you can keep like adjusting your old clothes over and over and over and over and over again. What's next? All right, we've got this leather jacket. I love the style of it. It's definitely very old. And what I recently did, because I was wearing it for a couple of years already, and the leather and inside here, it was just feeling like not clean. And I wasn't excited about that. I didn't want to spend the money for dry cleaning. So what I did a very naughty thing, but it worked out. I put it in the washing machine on just a simple, delicate wash. And it's fine. The leather is a little bit hardened right now, but that is natural. If once you wear it a couple of times, it will loosen up again. But it is clean now, inside and out. So seriously, why not? But what I want to do with this, I want to funk it up. And I might keep it for myself. I might resell it. I don't know. It depends how it's going to turn out. So I bought this gold paint. It said that it's good for leather too. It is just general acrylic paint. But I hope it works well on the leather. And I want to decorate it with gold because this is brown leather. So I want to paint a crow in the back. I want to write Hippie Crow Hub. And I want to do some sort of like sun flares on the sides, and then I will see where else I can add a bit of a gold funkiness, like probably around little edges. We'll see. I'll just go with it. I don't have exact 100% plan, but I have like an idea of what I want to do. So yeah, we're gonna paint some leather. Next project. This is a bit of a pile of a mess because I needed to just lay everything out here. Trousers. Okay, so I thrifted these. I love the fabric, and normally I love this style of trousers, like wider on the top and narrower on the bottom. But this particular shape was looking odd on me. The top part was kind of extra loose on me, but then the bottom here was like tight on my calves. And I don't have very skinny calves because I exercise and my legs are thicker. So it was just looking odd, but I love the fabric. I love this kind of black and white, kind of gray feeling. The feeling is good. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna trim it just right there. And then we'll use the leg parts to make asymmetrical kind of like hanging things on the bottom. We'll turn it into a skirt basically. But what I'm also going to use red, what is the name of that? Red bias tape to decorate the edges, so it gives a little bit of a more of a pop. So it's not just a regular basic skirt upcycle, it has a little bit more funky color. Okay, and this blankie I thrifted and I think is so adorable. It's little patchwork squares. On this side is all pink, on this side is blue and pink. I paid $6 at the thrift, and I'm gonna turn it into a little jacket. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it this way yet. It would be like a short one with longer sleeves. I would just cut it like that and use this probably for pockets. And for this, I bought this craziness. I bought a set of clip-on buttons. There's a tool that comes with it. Where are you, tool? Here. To punch it in. So that will be a good test. Also, I have this tool that I recently got, and I got 3 pieces of paper, white, black, and yellow, because I want to experiment with making Hippie Crow Hub sign or a logo or both at the same time. But I've been wanting to get like an actual official logo done, but I keep changing my mind on what I want. I'm just not sure. So we're gonna try to experiment with the physical crafting thing. and see what we come up with, because I'm not a graphic designer. Like the computer work is not my superpower. So I'm gonna do it the old style way, you know? I'm just gonna do a DIY, like handmade physical version, because I create better that way, and then we can transfer it onto computer later. And you know, even, yeah, so we'll just go with it. Okay, so this is the plan. As you can see, I'm using the original shape of the trousers. So it's gonna get like rouged up like that, and it will have these shapes, kind of like symmetrical, but like, you know what I mean. So the front side of the trousers were smaller than the back. So I'm gonna put the front in the front and a little bit longer in the back, so that just, you know, in case the bum is showing, it just make more sense. Now I was thinking to use this red accent all over here like that, but this fabric is a little bit thicker than this one, and there's a lot of ruching going on, and I think that this will interfere with the ruching. It might just look really stiff and odd, so I'm only going to add the red here. So it's just gonna be on the long edges, like red accents like that. There'll be 4 of them because there are 4 long lines, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna first I'll double fold the bottom, then I'm gonna sew this lines. No, actually I'm gonna sew this lines first, and then I'm gonna double fold, because I just added the yarn red first, and it might actually be neater to do that. And then after, I will attach this onto the skirt, and first I'll do straight line with the sewing machine, and then after I'm gonna try to do overlock on both of the edges at the back, so that inside part looks neat. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. actually, why not, instead of double folding, do overlock and then a single fold. So let's test this my sewing machine. Okay, so we pinned this. Now, technically, I could go over with this with the overlock right away. I don't need to do a straight stitch, but because this is still my comfort zone, I'm gonna do a straight line so that I can remove the pins comfortably. And then when I did that main secure stitch, I'm gonna do overlock all the way around, and that will really make the inside part neater. So I'm already making a great use of this sewing machine, so I'm really happy about it. But like I said, it's still a learning process, learning curve for me. So to be safe, I'm gonna go with this first and then trim and make it neat. My phone battery died on me and I didn't film that, but I am so pleased how it's making my work just so much neater. So I did that in the bottom, and check this out. Look how professional it looks. Before I would sew that and then I would do zigzag over this and it would look so amateur. Not because I can't sew these simple things, it's just because the sewing machine was lacking its magic, but look at this. It looks so good in the inside. Also, this is so much lighter and neater, and I really like how the skirt turned out. Let me zoom out the camera. I'm literally here in the kitchen because I am charging my phone. I'll share this properly later. I think it is very cute, and I love the little red decorations. All right. Since my phone needed charging, I did not film the details of how I made this jacket from the blanket, but I have few videos that are posted on my channel that kind of go through the same process. So here is just kind of a couple of pictures that you can just see that I made this from the blanket. And these are the finishings that I just love of this overlock machine. And the final sewing process here, just connecting the sides of the jacket. Everything has been done. The bias tape, the pockets have been sewn, the edges have been finished. So now just the big thick part on the sides to connect it all together, the inside and out, and then after we just flip it out and the jacket is pretty much done. Alrighty, so now that the jacket is done, and I'm really excited about it because it looks super cute. These are giant pockets. I need to add these clamping buttons. I've never installed them before, so I'm literally using instructions. There's 4 different parts that go into each clip-on, and 2 pieces make one side and the 2 pieces can make another side. So I gotta try and get this right. So what I'm going to do, I'll add a clip-ons here so that the collar can be flicked back and it can stay there because it's a nice red accent decoration and it creates this cool line with the pockets. So I'm gonna add clips here and here, and then I'm gonna add 4 clips here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try to make it like even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. 3. I'll see how evenly I can do. So it doesn't look too complicated. So I'll just go and see what I can do. I'm actually really impressed how my sewing machine still went through this very thick blanket fabric, but it worked out. fun little story about this jacket. I wore it for the last couple of days, and anywhere I went, people have been complimenting this jacket and getting me like in a bunch of conversations with strangers. It has been a hit. And here we are, we're done. Thank you so much for watching. Love and peace, love you and leave you. Stay creative, keep on crafting. Don't be scared of it, just go with it. And here is my beautiful monstera looking like a princess crown behind me. I'm pretty tired now. I just did this whole editing of the video and just adding this final "see you later alligator" clip into it. Hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next week, Monday, 10 a.m. Bye-bye.